Okay, hello there, it's Jalmari from King of Funnel, and today we are talking about value propositions for abstract products like B2B softwares or complex services or frameworks. And the challenge is that there's different kind of products, and we need to think about what's the current situation, because there's different kind of copywriting kind of approaches. So for example, clarity, so being clear, and that's what we are talking about today. And then there's storytelling and being kind of funny, humor, virality, and many more. And the kind of the point is that if you choose the wrong tool, nothing won't happen. And as a background, we can consider all these, this slight simplification. But let's say that all things we can sell are either complex or complex products or comparison products. So complex are these what we are talking about today. And then comparison products are something that people are already familiar. They have solid kind of background knowledge about the benefits and the features and the prices of these things they are buying. And in practice, it's totally two different things to sell. For example, a complex enterprise level CRM system compared you're selling a banana. Okay. Now we can see. So it's totally different game, and these require different kind of copywriting approach, aka the tool. And now I'm going to show you kind of a way how you build the value proposition for this kind of complicated stuff that is easily confuses the reader or the audience. Because if you confuse, you're going to lose. And now kind of the big question is that, but why the clarity actually trumps everything else in this case? Well, it's biological reason. We as humans, we're built for one thing, to reproduce. And the more we go in a risky environment, risky situation, it's more likely that something bad happens to us and maybe we die. Like at the time we have been living in the forests, if there's some kind of a dark, shady dungeon, you don't know what's inside, but you can hear loud voices. It's super kind of intimidating, and you don't. It's inbuilt in our minds that it's kind of saying for us that, hey man, don't go inside. If you go there, things are not going well. So in other words, what man doesn't understand, man won't buy. Okay, that's the reason why we need clarify and one and only aim for this clarity when we start selling this. Afterwards, of course, when you have people are reading, they have the attention, they are mingling around, then you can start to add all kind of crazy other copywriting approaches. Yep. So we are today talking about how to build above the fold. Of course, it doesn't have to be a website. It's the same thing. And now the formula itself, I call it who, why, what, how. It's not sexy, but it's super powerful because it's simple. Okay, so and I'm going to show you examples and going to go through this very well. So 4 elements. Who is it for? Why should I care? Kind of the benefit. What it is about? Kind of the context. And how can I get it? Kind of the CTA. Now, here you can see fast example. Don't get confused. I'm going to go through these examples very deeply. Okay, so we start now from the first who. So who is it for? First, you want to name drop your audience. So they need to let them recognize themselves so that they can see, this is my place, this is my business, this is my guy, this is my girl speaking. But of course, also in some cases, you need to describe the problem, especially when we go in innovative tech and kind of startup products. There's no reference point. And that's super often exactly what we need to state in these complex products, but that's just one way, and I'm showing you more later. Also, use images and illustrations of the users if suitable. So it's not only about copy. The copy and the images and the whole design, of course, plays together. And the next, why should I care? That's kind of the benefit of the product. So you want to paint a vivid picture of the emotion behind the benefit. So, for example, the aroma of new car leather seat you can smell when you are driving out of a store for the first time. Or to describe kind of the relief when this new CRM cuts all the manual works and so many like kind of buying hungry warm leads are just flowing in. So that's the second element. And the third one is this, what is it about? So kind of giving the context, what you are talking about. Also, you want to use kind of the native organic language of your audience, so no jargon or kind of company internal terms. Also here you want to leverage images and videos, if it's possible, this so-called hero shot. For example, in this image here at the right, it's hard to say what it is, and that's not hero shot, that's bad shot, bad image, because that is actually kind of a training equipment for a lower back, so you can kind of train your abs and core when you are sitting on that plastic pillow that is filled with air. But it's hard to get it from there. And now the last one, of course, how can I get it? This is also the fourth element. It's too simple, but still often missing. Like nothing moves without the CTA. And of course, in many cases, you don't need a button. If it's not on the website, but you still have something where you call, is there address, you can walk in a store, whatever. But just remember to have it there. Okay. And now here I show examples. This is my screenshot from teachable.com. And now there's a breakdown with this formula. Just a second, I'm checking. Yeah. So first of all, Teachable, it's a platform for online courses, but it starts with who. Who is it for? It says it here. It's written with the copy that it's a people who has like valuable experiences. Like, sorry, so yeah, exactly. So people who have valuable skills, yeah. And then they have this image here showing that it's more like it's more like entrepreneur level software. The image is not like enterprise. Okay, and now in practice, here's first example of Teachable. Teachable is it's a online course platform that is, of course, software as a service. Yeah, and if we make this kind of a breakdown, we can see that it has all the elements. Like for who is it? It says that for people who has like valuable skills. And then, of course, they are also using here, this is a good way to show with this image that Teachable it's not actually, for example, it's not B2B enterprise level software. It's more for like entrepreneurs and online people and online marketers. Okay, so that's the first one. Then, why should I care? The benefit. It says that build beautiful course websites, share your knowledge, and be rewarded for it. So it has also all those elements, kind of. You can get money and you can make your websites. And what is it about? Well, create and sell beautiful online courses. Kind of, once again, giving the context. And the last one is, how can I get it? Well, in this case, it's a CTA button, once again, super simple. So this is a good example and kind of the breakdown that when you aim for the clarity, it should look something like this. And as I said, this is not sexy thing. This is not like crazy ass kind of copywriting where there's a lot of explosions and all kind of action. No, it's just like, just tell what is it, are they in the right place, and they will stay on the page. That is the first goal, and continue from there. And after this, when they continue reading, you can start to use any kind of copywriting approaches or whatever you can made up. Now, second one, this is Unbounce. This is actually quite old image. This is my own screenshot. I think also like already many years old, but still good. This is a landing page builder, and now we are going to do the same breakdown for it. So, who is it for? Well, this is super simple once again. Just say the damn name. It's for marketers. The point for this whole software, I've used it by myself, is that when you're a marketer and you need to build funnels fast and landing pages, you don't have time to get the whole IT or development team to help you, then you just have this kind of a more simple software. So anyway, very simple. Why should I care? Once again, the benefit. You can build, publish, and A/B test landing pages without IT. Exactly. What it is about? Well, it's landing page builder. Super simple. Also, once again, because this is like, I like this kind of a small illustrations. It's almost like a cartoon. It's showing the whole process here that you can build page, you publish it, and then you test and optimize. So once again, it's not made only in one way, but in two ways. The same thing illustrated, and now there's like, they've been using these images. And how can I get it? Well, here it is. CTA button. Super simple. And as we can see, when you start to use this, it's kind of like exercise. You just think about 4 of these bullet points, and then you just write down your own answers here. And when you have done this, now you have all the pieces of the puzzle together, and then you just start to somehow combine it to sensible package of information. Okay, so super simple. So this is mainly only kind of like only tool from your kind of mental tool. How to think about how to split down your service or product. So, as a recap, if you don't nail this above the fold, then rest of the page doesn't matter if it's website, because the bouncing visitor doesn't help anyway. And if the last part, the 80% of the website is pure gold, it doesn't matter, because if the value proposition is not well done, they will bounce. And as said, you want to nail the clarity first, just for that reason I just said. Then do all the rest, use all the other whatever crazy thing you can do to talk with people. And also kind of the only kind of a risk here is that I see that people they step in this save time and money trap, because that's so overused. It's almost hilarious, because that's not any kind of benefit anymore. Any kind of technical device, software, website, it's built with computer, and the whole kind of reason for existent is to automate things. And when you automate things, you don't use manual work. Instead, you save time and money. So it doesn't make sense to talk about that, because each website can use the damn same argument. And if you're using it, then you need some heavy kind of data and number backupping immediately. how much it saves times and money, but you really need to nail it. Otherwise, it's super like once again confusing. And I said, if you confuse, you lose. Okay, that's it. This time, thanks for your time, and let me know how that sounded. Okay, thanks all. Bye.